Hey folks, Tony here. We're at the Coinbase State of Crypto Summit, and joining me is Aklil Ibssa, who's the head of Corporate Development and M&A at Coinbase. Aklil, great to have you.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Aklil, tell us a bit about yourself. What's your background and what do you do at Coinbase?
Yeah, sure. So I started my career in investment banking. Spent about 2 years at Deutsche Bank in San Francisco, and really wanted to jump into tech. I grew up playing a lot of video games, and so kind of knew I wanted to be in technology, and so I joined LinkedIn, where I was on the M&A team there. Did a short stint in product management, which we can get to. But really, kind of around 2017, like a lot of people, got really into crypto, and bought my first Bitcoin, and thought it was fascinating that there's this underlying technology that eventually entrepreneurs will build on top of it, which will then create products, which then create markets, which then create these like whole new platform shifts. And suffice to say, I was red-pilled pretty hard.
Sure.
And I joined a former boss of mine over to Coinbase, and so I've been there now for almost about 6 years, and now leading the corp dev function.
Coinbase has made some very big and incredible acquisitions over the years. The most recent, I believe, being Deribit.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that and what's the mission?
Yeah. So we're tremendously excited about the Deribit transaction, largest transaction in the history of crypto to date. And really the thesis there was, we want to build on top of and expand our institutional franchise. And with the Deribit acquisition, it makes us the most comprehensive crypto derivatives platform on the planet. They specialize in options, where they're the number one in market share. And I think with that, plus our futures business, plus our perps business, it really makes us the most comprehensive platform for crypto derivatives, and we're super, super excited about it.
So I'm assuming you're seeing a lot of demand and appetite from the institutional investors, so this will allow you to cater to them?
That's exactly right, yeah. So today we have spot, we have futures, we have perps, and now this adds options, which again brings our platform to being the most comprehensive in crypto derivatives, and we're super excited about that and meeting clients with what they want at the right time.
And are your acquisitions going to be more focused on the institutional side or retail, or both moving forward?
Yeah, great question, both, which is often the answer at Coinbase, I would say. So we're broadly focused on a couple of themes on the M&A strategy side. So one, which we sort of talked about, is derivatives and advanced trading. 75% of all volumes in crypto exist in derivatives, and we are still primarily a spot business, and so there's a lot of work for us to do there, and Deribit's, I think, the first step in that direction. The second area that we're focused on, and part of the whole theme of this conference, is around stablecoins and payments. So we're very excited about the potential and opportunity there, and it's actually quite validating to see stablecoins kind of being at the forefront. It feels like we're mainstream now, and USDC is a pretty it's an older product for us. It's been around for some time, and so we're excited to accelerate what we're doing with USDC and payments through M&A. The third area I would say is on-chain consumer and infrastructure. So if you rewind the clock maybe 18, 24 months, Coinbase was primarily a centralized business, centralized exchange, offering basic buy, sell, and different types of services to retail institutional investors. And now with things like Base, Coinbase Wallet, we're really pushing people on-chain, pushing people into decentralization, and acquisitions like Spindle are really interesting adjacencies that allow us to kind of really accelerate what we're doing with the on-chain business side. So that's another one. And then the last one, which I'm personally most excited about, is international expansion. So today our business is primarily US-based, around 80%, and we're trying to build an open financial system for the world. And you can't do that if it's just in the United States. And so I'm personally very excited to expand our footprint internationally, and specifically within the retail side.
From the retail perspective, I'm curious about this. Majority of people, they search on Google via the mobile phone. Everything revolves around the mobile phone. So are you building the experience more so on that end versus, say, desktop or computer?
I think, as is often the case at Coinbase, it's both. So yeah, that's right. So I would say, different customers have different needs in different markets. And we see that across the 20 plus markets that we serve Coinbase today, at least from the retail app side, and many, many, many more across our Coinbase Wallet app. And be it desktop, be it mobile, be it a centralized experience or a decentralized experience, the thesis is really to become the primary account within the crypto economy, and that means offering desktop experiences, mobile experiences, centralized experiences, decentralized experiences, and whatever the customer needs we intend to meet that.
And in expanding globally, I've read and I've seen different surveys and reports. The majority of it is around stablecoins. People want the US dollar-backed stablecoins because maybe they're in a country with hyperinflation.
Yep.
Are you seeing mostly demand being around US dollar-backed stablecoins because people want the world reserve currency?
I think that's right. And this is an area that's personally very exciting for me around stablecoin and dollar access. My parents are from Ethiopia. The birr is not the most stable currency in the world. It's so exciting to have this go from, almost like an experiment that we did with USDC in partnership with our friends at Circle to now a legitimate way in which you can get access to dollars. And we're seeing a lot of demand for that right now.
And then from a tokenized asset standpoint, anything you can share there? Maybe it might be too early, or you're in the process of looking at things like that.
Yeah, great question. So institutional access is definitely an area that is of utmost importance and an area that we're really excited about on the M&A side. We think with the regulatory environment, notably the market structure and the Genius Bill, it really is paving the way for, things like tokenization and RWAs and a number of these things that we've kind of all talked about for so long in crypto to really kind of become a thing. And I would say on the M&A side, we're very excited about it, but early days.
Yeah, seems like tokenization is a hot topic. Everybody's trying to put stocks and traditional assets on the chain.
Yeah. Don't forget real estate.
Real estate.
That's right.
That's right. It's like a brave new world, and there's so many different sectors being developed, whether it be deep end, AI, RWA, obviously tokenization. So it's exciting. What's on your roadmap as far as that you can share, of course?
Yeah. So it's kind of the themes I talked about earlier. So I would say on-chain consumer and infrastructure, derivatives and advanced trading, international expansion, institutional access, and then stablecoin and payments are really the 5 areas. We have a pretty diversified business. Retail, now we just announced Coinbase for Business, so now businesses, institutions, and developers. And we have a pretty aggressive, I would say, M&A roadmap over the next 12 to 24 months. And, we anticipate you'll be hearing a lot more from us across those 5 areas.
That's exciting. And with the Coinbase for Business, it seems that's the untapped sector maybe, because you need the on and off ramps, people being able to buy and spend and all that.
Yeah, I think businesses it is very much an untapped area. And, I think what has really, I would say, woken up the industry is, stablecoin payments and businesses actually using them for actual utility and usage. And, I think historically there have been a lot of attempts and a lot of things where, people would try different experiments and things like that. And I think payments has really brought businesses into the limelight around crypto adoption. And, we're really excited about that. With Coinbase for Business, we are launching a product that essentially allows you to store, save, send, receive, all on crypto with unified onboarding and really, really quick onboarding. So tailor-made for like the modern business. And, there's only... that's just the beginning. I think there's a lot of opportunity to help accelerate that through M&A.
Yeah, I see that being like a big on-ramp for crypto adoption, because if you can go to your favorite store, merchant, and be able to use your crypto in that way, or stable coins, just makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, totally agree.
Aklil, pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. It's great to be here.
Awesome.